Hello everybody, I hope you're doing well. As always, VU Stadium, my headquarters. In this video, I thought about this subject because it's a question that I've been asked a lot of time, and I think it's very important to give you my experience on that. So the subject of today's video is why you should not focus on the weight. Most of us, and I was a victim of that, when you start to lose weight, we want to lose fast, we want to lose all of the weight, we want to delete all the years of binge eating in a few months. And I was weighing myself at the beginning every week. But as I was so focused on my weight loss, I became obsessed about it, and I started to weigh myself every day. And I used to weigh myself every day for about 2 or 3 years, and it became an addiction. And the bad part about that is the way the body is more simple than that. It's much more simple than that, and I literally become crazy about it because I was always stressed before jumping on the scale. I was always stressed because I knew that if I for example lost 200 grams, I was depressed because I said to myself only 200 grams. But if I used to gain 200 grams, it was the end of the world also, because I said to myself, I did all that sport, all that effort, all that diet, restrictive diet, and I gained weight, And each day your weight will evolve. For example, if you drink more water, if you have not a good quality sleep, if you eat more because of the weight of the food. For example, for the woman, when you're in your period one time per month, when you have your period, you will gain weight because it's a natural effect of your body, And a lot of factors will make your weight will make that your weight will evolve. That's the reason why for me the weight is not an important factor when it comes to weight. When it comes to weight loss, of course, if you are morbidly obese, you should lose weight. You won't find any excuses. You don't have to find any excuses. You should lose weight. But when it comes to 5 kilograms to 10 kilograms, the weight is not as important as you think. What matters most for me, it's really that the thing that I didn't do that I advise you to do is to take your measurements. Because when you will. Maybe your weight can evolve, from which you can gain weight, lose weight, but what is more important for me is to take photos, like I did every month. I was taking photos every month, and video every 3 months when I used to turn myself, and I advise you to take measurements. For example, your waist measurement, your thigh, calves, arm, and follow them every week, And if you don't lose weight, but you lose you lose centimeters in your waist, what matters most for you? The weight on the scale, or the new pants when you can fit in, And most of us are focusing on the weight. For example, during my weight loss, at the beginning, I was not saying to myself, I want to lose that amount of weight per month, that amount of weight per week. I just started. And I really advise you to have that approach if you want to lose weight, because the thing I want to ask you is that if you don't lose the weight you set in your mind at this week, what will you do? How would you react? If you do a lot of sport, a lot of restrictive diet, and you don't lose that 2 kilograms that you said for this week, you will be depressed. And that approach that you have, and most of people have for when you look for shortcuts, will only bring you to become stressed, addict of the weight, and depressed. Because if you don't lose the weight you set in your mind, you will lose hope, and you're most likely to come back and gain weight and just give up and say, I'm not for that. I'm not able to lose weight, and I will never lose weight. And what I want to share also about it is. During my weight loss, the more I was losing weight, the more I was focused on my weight, and I became really, really obsessed about my weight. As I said, I used to weigh myself every day, and I was always seeing myself fat and big, you know. And the more I was losing weight, the more I was seeing my defects, and the more I was finding myself big. Even if I was buying new clothes every 2 or 3 months, which is the thing that really helped me. It is by comparing photos between 3 months, 6 months that really helped me to see my body evolve. But more about that, I was always focusing on my weight. If I could see my abs, but I didn't was at the weight as I wanted, I was depressed, you know, and I was always stressed. And in the weight loss, the stress is it's your enemy in the weight loss, the stress. So at the end, I set myself new goals, and when I reached my lowest weight, because I wanted to lose 130 kilograms. It means in pounds 445 pounds. I remember I was happy, but I was happy because when I jumped to the scale, I reached my goal. But mentally, I was completely depressed. I was tired. I was very tired, completely depressed, and I used to see myself in the mirror, and I was still finding myself fat. And it is just by looking at the video today that I can see that I was in the way of becoming anorexic. And I will show you the video. I will put this video in this. I will put the video in this video. I will display it, and as you can see, you can see how thin I was, and I was losing more and more weight. And we were able to see my thorax through my skin, and we were able to see my thorax through my skin, and I was still finding myself fat, even on my legs, because I had a lot of loose skin, and I was finding myself very fat. But when you watch the video, you see that I was anorexic, and I had nothing more to lose. I was at 72 kilograms, and I couldn't lose anything. I was doing a lot of sport, a lot of restrictive diet, didn't eat, for example, for the evening, and it was very hard for me to lose weight. And as you can see, I was anorexic, but I was finding myself fat because I was focused on the weight. And now, it's very strange. After the surgeries, before the surgeries, I was at around 77 kilograms, and I know that they removed from me 5 kilograms of loose skin. So after my surgeries, I gained weight because I was not doing sport, and I was with water retention, edema, and a lot of things. And when I came back to sport, I just said to myself, I was at 77. They removed from me 5 kilograms of loose skin. I need to go on. I will be better. I will be good at 72. So I was always focusing on my weight, doing sport, restrictive diet, focusing on that, doing much more sport, much more restrictive diet. I was always hungry because I want to lose weight, but inside I was not. I was completely depressed, and that's the thing that I want to make you aware about that and that approach. I highly recommend you, if you are in a losing weight journey, in a weight loss journey, to only weigh yourself 1 time per week, and to take your measurements and take photos, because these 2 things are for me most important than the weight. Because you can weigh, and for example, for me today, I will make maybe I will show a short video or photos, because for those who are not following me on Instagram, I share in my story my physique, my current physique. Before I was fat at 80 kilograms, 90 kilograms. I was very, very fat. Now I weigh 92 kilograms. I will convert it in pounds. I'm at 92 kilograms, and I'm still able to see a little bit of my abs. And now I'm trying to gain weight, gain muscles, you know. And in the past, I was focused on losing weight, and now I want to gain weight because I mean gain muscles. You know what is thing that I really changed when you realize it? Because in the past I was so focused on my weight, I want to lose weight, to lose more and more weight, and now my only goal is to gain muscles. And to be totally honest with you, I almost never weigh myself. I only weigh myself maybe every 1 week, 2 weeks, 3 weeks, maybe a month to follow my evolution. But what matters most for me today is my image, the image on the mirror, is my measurements and my performance in the gym. As long as I progress in the gym, I don't gain much fat. I control my weight gain, and I can evolve and I gain muscles. I don't care about the weight. And for those of you who are watching this video, I want to ask you a question. If you say, okay, I want to reach, for example, for women, 60 kilograms, because I get asked this question a lot of time. I want to reach 60 kilograms. But one question I want to ask you is, if you reach 60 kilograms, but when you're naked in front of your mirror, you don't like the body you see, and in the other side, you weigh 65 kilograms, maybe 70 kilograms, and when you're naked in front of the mirror, you like the body you see. What matters most for you? And I really want that you take a moment to think about what I just said, because you want to reach that way because you think you will have your dream body at that way. What I'm telling you is that you can have your dream body by not reaching the way you have in mind. You know, because it is exactly what we call body composition. If you calculate my BMI today, I'm obese because of my weight divided by the square my height. If you calculate it for the studies, I'm obese, but I have more muscles. So the weight means nothing. You can have two people that have the same height, the same weight, but look completely different. You know, for example, I weigh more than my brothers, but I'm leaner than them, and stronger than them, and more muscular than them. But I weigh more than them because muscles weigh more than fat. You know, so I don't know how to. I'm not here to convince you. I will just advise you to don't weigh yourself every day and don't focus only on the weight. And I will also show you my evolution because I will come back on YouTube very soon. Normally, I have a lot of things to do on my side, but I will normally come back on YouTube and sharing my bodybuilding evolution with you, where you will see everything. But I will not force you or tell you that you should do that or should do that. It's only advices, because I was like you in the past. I was completely narrow-minded. I didn't want to hear anybody. I was focused on my weight. And now I'm telling you that the weight is not important. I'm telling you that I don't weigh myself. I don't weigh myself anymore. I don't follow everything because I also became completely addicted to connected watch. I don't know how we say in English, impedance meter scales. The scale in which can analyze the water you have inside, the muscle mass you have, everything, all of that factors. I was focusing on everything, I was tracking everything, but at the end of the day, all of these things are only bullshit. They are not precise and they don't care. We don't care. And for example, for the impedance meter scales, if you the scale tell you that you have 5% of fat, of body fat, and you are fat in front of the mirror, and if the scale telling you that you have 30% of fat and you are muscular in front of the mirror, what matters most for you? The image in front of the mirror for me is the most important, and the measurements are the most important. So I really think that this video will help you to understand more my opinion regarding the scale. And I know it's hard to remove your habits, because as I said, I was weighing myself every day. every day. And the day I decided to stop everything, to only weigh myself one time per week, it really helped me to. I became so I don't know how we say, but so free in my mind, so peaceful, so happy in everything. You don't realize it because, as I said, you're always stressed, always depressed, always stressed about gaining weight. For example, if you do for the Christmas meal, you do a Christmas meal, you weigh yourself the next morning, you will gain 2-3 kilograms. And as I didn't know anything at the past, I was saying to myself that I gain weight. But when you know that 1 kilogram it's around 9,000 calories, it's obvious that when you gain 2 or 3 kilograms the next morning after the Christmas meal, you obviously it's obvious that you only gain it's only water retention due to the salt and the fat you ate the last day. So to conclude on this video, I really highly recommend you to maybe you won't listen to me after this video, maybe you will say okay, he's right, but you will come back on weighing yourself every day, and I completely understand that because I was like you in the past, and I did that for around 3 years, so I understand that. But my goal is to help you and to help you lose weight in the long term. Don't feel depressed about it, don't be so focused about it, and to make sure that you reach your goal. So take this video as advice for you than a recommendation, than a guy who wants to force you to do things like he said. See this video as advices for you, and I really hope that only maybe 1%, 10% about you will understand what I want to say in this video, and I really hope that this will help you because I went through that also. So I won't last too much on this video. I talk about a lot of things and I always talk a lot, and to be honest with you, I never prepare my video. I don't like to set everything prepared in a paper, to read a thing on a screen. I just talk with my heart and naturally what I think I have in my mind, like if you were talking at a restaurant together. So I really hope that this video will help you, and feel free to tell me what do you think about it, and also how you feel, for those who will do what I advise you, how you feel after some weeks, some days, some weeks, in the comments or maybe in my Instagram profile. So to conclude, I said take your measurements, follow them every week, weigh yourself 1 time per week, take photos every 2 weeks or every month, track your evolution in the same condition, and I assure you that you will see by the metrics that the weight is not as important as you think. So it's all for the video. It's all for the video. I don't know how much time I lasted, but as long as it helps you, it is what matters most for me. So have a good day, and see you in the next video.